Yeah, that's okay.
I did find V, and I will have it posted tonight because I really want to post it.
We're live, by the way.
You guys really should watch it. It's an awesome show.
Yeah.
It really is. It's 3 hours altogether because it was like a TV movie thing, right? And there are 2 parts. But you will be pretty impressed with like how like this kind of kitschy, kind of, well, they used to call it a television event. It's a good story. It was based on a book, so at least it had that going for it.
You know what? We don't have enough of anymore.
Oh, this doesn't have.
We don't have enough television events. There was a period of time in the 2010s where they were doing like musical television events, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. But like, I like that they're trying it. I like they're trying new stuff.
The new event stuff is on streaming services. Like, here's a new event series.
No, we don't. No, the way we do events now is we do it on Fortnite, man. That's the way to do it.
That's true.
Which, like, listen, I saw a TikTok of somebody making their player who is skinned to look like Geralt do.
They skinned their character
to look like television.
Oh, I like it.
To do one of the dances to Lizzo's song from her newest album, and it was
I'm down with Geralt doing that.
It's about damn time.
I totally forgot.
Yeah, it was about damn time. There we go. I couldn't remember. Yeah. Okay, thank God.
I'm very impressed with the skins on Fortnite.
Yeah, I just started playing Fortnite.
I had fun the first time I played. See, Steve, you got to play no build, like David said.
I'm playing as Goku.
No build? What?
So
no build. You don't have to build.
All right, I will explain. Okay, so
briefly for the audience,
Fortnite is a video game.
No.
No. Okay.
What is?
Let me sum up.
What is a video?
So, explain to a caveman what a cell phone is. So
a game.
No build is Fortnite with you don't pick. There's no pickaxes. There's melee weapons, but you don't build stuff. You don't need to break stuff down. You just go out and grab stuff like any other battle royale, right? Just like any other battle royale. But the thing that Fortnite has done that a couple of other games are now starting to catch on to is until you win enough games, you're playing against like 90% bots. So
that's why I felt so special when I won that.
I mean, it's true. Like a lot of my friends started playing, and they're just like, "Wow, I've won so many games," and I'm like, "Uh-huh." Yeah, that's the point, right?
He watched me when I played for the first time in like ever, and I was like, I won. He's like, you played against bots. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. So actually Apex is going to start doing that too, where you're like, until you win like 7 games or something, you'll be playing against bots, which I'm all for. I think more games should have bots.
Like the majority of bots, you still have some people.
There are still real players in the game.
But they're also terrible
safer,
like you.
Especially for like, I feel like when kids play, it should just be bots, so that way it's like not like, you know.
Well, just don't have open mic on or proximity mics.
Back in my day,
I
liked proximity.
I remember when I played Call of Duty in high school and people were like, "You're a girl? Fuck that bitch." And I was like, "I'm never playing online with people again."
Yeah.
Which is why I'm hesitant to play
and
online.
Yet here you are playing video games with us.
Exactly. I play with you guys. But I was like, wow, and it turned me off to like any online like game.
For a long
time.
There's 10 years. There's an initiative happening right up here right now for encouraging girls to play more video games and like get involved in gaming.
And girls are the majority of gamers.
Is it the girls that game one? Is it that?
Girls also watch a lot of animations.
Women outnumber men, period. Just in population, they just outnumber men. And now that we include people who play like
casual
everything, right? Yeah, because casual games are video, and that's fine, right? But yeah. Almost everybody plays video games now, and since there's more women, it just makes sense.
It's not a real game.
But you know what's the coolest game of all to play with friends?
The game of life?
D&D.
Cheesy. Oh.
You're welcome. Let's go.
I mean, so we're not, to be clear, we're not playing Parcheesi tonight because I was very excited for the Parcheesi.
I'm Parcheesi enough for the whole group, okay?
I did prepare to play Crokinole.
Oh my god.
I like Crokinole.
Yes, Crokinole. Yes. I'm for that.
Don't get distracted. Don't do it. I already made the segue.
The biggest thing I don't like about Fortnite, aside, is that it shouldn't have Spider-Man should not be using a gun, and that's one of the things that allows because you can play as Spider-Man and he runs around shooting. And I'm like that. The fact that Marvel allowed that is stupid to me.
I mean, I'm Goku with a gun.
That's less problematic. I feel like
it's weird.
But every time he shoots it, he's like Uncle Ben.
Right, like you shouldn't be fucking
the gun.
Wow, that was dark.
Shooting like
I thought that's what he was talking about. Like, he shouldn't have a gun because a gun is like his worst enemy.
I didn't even draw it all the way. I was just like, yeah, that doesn't make sense, right? But like, oh man,
so
that's fucked up.
Anyway,
if you're Batman, you can be Earth 2 Batman, then it's totally cool.
Or you can be Owlman.
He's like, I killed.
Now, if they had an Owlman skin, I would be playing Fortnite right now.
Oh shit, we gotta get Steven out the Owlman skin.
Yeah. Now install Fortnite,
skin.
Steve, onto your PS5. We'll play.
Yeah, now we can play, and we can play with some of my other voice acting friends.
It's fun. They have like Deku Smash.
They have anime now.
Stuff. All right. So
I want to be Deku.
I want to focus on Brittany's many attempts to bring us back on track. Owl bear skin. No, I'm ignoring your action figures for now because we got to play the game.
Owl bearskin. You mean owl bears? We haven't seen those yet in this game of Dungeons and Dragons, but we could read about them at the library of Candlekeep, where we currently are.
I actually have not seen your action figures before because I don't remember if you had them arranged that way. So I am going to look
I'll show you after the show. It's
blur your background. Blur it.
Lemillion,
I'm trying to
Piccolo.
get. Okay, I have the picture I want.
It's an all-night can of Plus Ultra energy drink, and I don't drink energy drinks because I get too hyper. And then there's All Might again with Deku in front of him, and they're both doing the Plus Ultra, like, hand fist, number one hero.
These are anime that I have not watched, but I do appreciate the one or two that I recognize. So.
Yeah. Do you like how I did that backwards? That was great.
Yeah, that was really good. No, that was really impressive.
And over here is my PlayStation statue. That's God of War. That little one, that's Lara Croft. Then there's Ellie. Then there's Ellie. Then there's Ellie. Then there's Spider-Man.
Have you been practicing your
wait,
voice?
what was that, Spider-Man?
Then there's Horizon Zero Dawn.
That is not.
That's Horizon Zero Dawn, that whole giant thing?
Yes, the giant, elephant one, and then the little Aloy right there.
I like that you got you got that new Metroid. That was a good model on the far side.
Here's my Metroid. Wait.
Yeah, and you got your Samus on the other side.
It's pronounced Seamus?
And my Samus is over here.
Hey, it worked. The thing I wanted to do worked.
Oh, goddamn you got me monologuing. Back to the game.
Oh.
You slide.
Yes.
You slide.
My charisma monologuing role.
Oh, right, we're outside of Baldur's Gate. Right.
My Ellie backpack.
We're in Candlekeep.
Candlekeep. Why are you showing Baldur's Gate?
We're going to take over Candlekeep and control all the information and make us the people
That's why you
created.
can't have a party where everybody has fucking ADHD.
I was zoomed out too far.
That's the whole issue, right? Like,
you think you're in America right now? Zoom out.
Hey, Laura, you should get your big cup.
Look at me. I'm the American now.
I found that very funny.
Here's my little Totoro. My little Totoro son.
Mine's over there. I have to paint it, so.
Totoro.
That's very cute. Well, you printed a Totoro? Don't tell me you printed a Totoro. Oh, you... God damn it. Damn it, Eric. Don't go and get it. Oh, God damn it. I need to buy a printer. This is driving me nuts.
You need to get him to print you things. Jesus, man.
We're not going to end up playing until like 10 p.m.
I'm working on it. Okay, I gotta. I was literally, I mean, not you guys know this, but like for the audience, I was working on, something that a graded assignment worth, a significant portion of my grade. So,
we forgive you.
But does the audience forgive me?
Superman.
I'm obsessed.
Superman.
Get that.
I'm genuinely so obsessed.
It's from Iron Giant, man.
My favorite is when someone edited it, so he goes, "You go, I stay." Who's the kid? Hogarth.
It's really not good.
Yeah, my little Hogarth. Look how tiny he is.
Little Hogarth, Apocalypse Hogarth.
I try to sit him on his shoulder, and it just doesn't work.
I need to make an Iron Giant now.
See.
Okay. Look, I've made a thing with the airship. I'll make it better later, but we got a little thing with the airship.
Oh man, I need tape. I need to cover this fucking.
Cheers.
Cover this name.
No,
Cheers.
you don't.
Yeah, I do. They're union busting right now. Fuck them, dogs.
Are they? I did not know.
They're trying to union bust down the organizing efforts down in California.
Not cool.
So we will not tell people where we got these very cool goblets. We would love to, but
we talked about it on the podcast the other day.
I'm in a union.
Oh, it's
illegal.
It is illegal. Doesn't matter, guys.
Eric, what is that? Is that a Long John? An eclair? A donut?
It's a cookie.
Dave Stone.
Is it a heart-shaped cookie?
All right.
It's a turtle's cookie.
That's beautiful.
Oh, those still okay. All right.
Cookies for turtles.
I know I should have made
God, I probably have to open fucking.
Damn it.
you know, like my journals and stuff like that. Okay, all right. Notes. Let me go to the party notes section. The last time we played D&D. Why doesn't Brittany sum up what happened last time?
I will tell you because I have my Google Doc. Okay, so.
Thank you, Brittany.
Last time we played, we were in the House of Rest reading all the books we requested at the end of the previous session. And we got a little too rowdy. So, another guy nearby overheard us and started like helping us out. So first we were looking at Marilith's journal, and we realized that the names of the heroes weren't mentioned from Kuldahar, but we already had the list of that party's names from a previous session. Ding ding. So we learned that the Hand of Selvarin was an elven stronghold at the spine of the World Mountains. It crumbled and fell into the plane of Limbo, which we kind of already knew, we just didn't know what plane. And there's chaos there. So Gitzerai are there, Masters of Chaos, Slot are there, they're living it up. It's a dangerous fucking place. That's all you gotta know. Time works differently at random intervals. Gabe, our elf companion dude, really half elf, sorry, realizes that him being in the astral plane and Belafet's son and daughter being in the limbo plane was linked. He didn't age because there was no time in the astral plane. However, in their plane, they could travel and send messages throughout time, since time was always moving faster or slower there. And they're powerful magic users, they probably have returned to our plane by now. So, wham! At this moment, Xanon finally started connecting the dots, like that crazy It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme, where he's like, Pepe Sylvia! Which, by the way, is just him being so high on fumes that he forgets how to spell Pennsylvania. Moving on.
Thanks for explaining that.
At least one of the children of Belafet is here. Most likely the false archdruid that we saw in Kuldahar. Her name is Arlas. At least that's what we thought. So when the Yugoloth
You thought she was hot.
Listen, baddies can be hot.
Baddies can be hot.
Have you seen Legend? Have you seen Tim Curry in Legend?
I was just stating a fact. I wasn't criticizing.
Like,
sorry, I sounded like I did.
I'm just saying.
A
lot of
I'm sorry if I sounded sarcastic.
Like, listen, I've seen a lot of people play Ravenloft, and I gotta tell you, a lot of people are horny for Strahd.
Look, if you're a Ravenloft, you're horny all the time, okay?
MCDM's Vampire Lord, Matt Colville went, I need you to make him, and they were like, what? He was like, I don't know how else to say it. He just needs to be hotter.
Yeah.
Like, he just needs to be hotter.
Listen, the first session I joined with you guys, that succubus lady made out with me.
She
and
did.
Like, it was just, she looked, she got me. They looked like Liv Tyler. I was like, this is our Liv.
Though. That's her
40
job.
years, a couple of people got smooched. You guys thought it was a goat? Well, there was a ghost.
She seemed like a ghost. I don't know. Anyway,
we shared the
we all got our dick wet. So
I don't have one of those.
I said that.
Get this game
Whatever. I proverbial.
I'm the only one who drinks. It's amazing.
Listen,
I drink.
I had sugar today. I had a Malaysian iced coffee. I am
I drink on stream with you.
Part 2. Ready?
Is your new magical unnamed unbranded cup full of booze right now?
No, it's not.
Okay, well that's okay. That's okay. I was just asking.
Do y'all remember the Yugoloth? So
yes.
The big weird insect creature.
Yeah, that fucking thing.
It appeared in the inn, right?
Fucking or almost did, and then
that's what I'm telling the audience.
The other lady stole it.
It came for the orb silently because it was ordered to do so. The Archdruid lady is most likely one of Belafet's children because she's the one that banished the Yugoloth and kept Daryleth's orb for herself. She was powerful enough to beat it if she wanted. We just didn't know any better. And of course, Gabe left there with us and joined us because he's linked to Belafet and the kids. Holy shit. It's all connected. All caps. That's what my notes. So Gabe and his OG gang used magical weapons to stop Belafet. We tried researching that, and then we realized we just need a shit ton of people. So, an old man overheard us, and he was getting, we were getting too animatedly talking, and he was like, hold on. But he told us that to split time, we need a convergence to link the time periods together, because everything's all timey-wimey. And we discovered that this means that Gabe is the key to everything. Quote unquote, we need to look up mythals. I don't know how to spell it.
MYTHAL.
I had it right.
With a Y.
Now, the 90...
The old man.
This is all speculation, but it's...
The old man said we need an army. The old man said we need an army. Anywho, he mentions that an anniversary/celebration is coming up at the Friendly Arm Inn for the leader of a group of mercenaries. So maybe if we talk to him, somebody might be able to help us or inform an army of some sort that Belafit's children are up to shenanigans and we need to stop their plan. And we're back.
So what I've done here is on Owlbear, I've pulled up the OG Baldur's Gate 1 map, because it's the only map I can find that has the friendly arm in on it. It is not at all to scale.
Friendly arms.
It's also the completed map for the game, so it's got a bunch of other stuff. But you'll notice there's Candlekeep, and then there's this road that goes along there. That is called the Golden Way?
The Golden Road?
The Golden Gate Bridge.
The Golden Way. Yeah, it was a Golden Way. I think you called it the Golden Way last time.
The Curdston Way.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Brittany, I quite enjoyed the Shadowrun stream. I unfortunately did actually miss the end of it. I do.
Oh, we were just arguing over our plan to heist, so that'll be next episode.
That is the standard way of Shadowrun. What is this unlabeled? Getting back to the map, what is this unlabeled bit that we're going to be walking through?
That is just the road between Candlekeep and where you're going.
No. There's like something illustrated there that looks menacing.
Rocks and stuff like that.
It's like a little wizard.
These are just areas in Baldur's Gate before you can get to the friendly arm in. You know how in those games, in Infinity Engine games, you have to go to a map and then go to another map and then go to another map?
Yeah, but it's arranged like a circle. Like it could be a gate, you know? Like there could be evil shit happening. I'm just asking.
It's just
so if it's nothing, then that's fine.
I just picked this map. I just picked this map because I knew it had the Candlekeep and the friendly arm on it.
See, the problem is that you are both very prepared and also you have a tendency to be like, it's just a thing. And so we never know which one of them
I know.
Yeah.
It's a circle, guys. It's never.
But he's talking about the circle, like that's the important part.
Yeah, he's like, that's a mythal.
That's where it's gonna summon the witch, the snow lady that we killed on the side of the road.
Yeah.
No. We didn't kill anybody. We just expedited her reorganization in the great scheme.
I'll tell you what you reorganized: her cells. Because the blood cells are supposed to be on the inside.
I did know that.
As the official representative of the Lord of Death, I'm going to term it as a expedited reorganization for reincarnation, and that's what we're going to call it.
She had my wagon.
Look, she was on her way anyway. We just sped it up a little bit. It's fine.
Okay, so.
Kelemvor welcomed her with open arms.
How long will it take us to get to the...
I know this.
Like an hour if your airship is piloted properly, right? Like it's like an 8-hour walk, right? But you guys have an airship, so all of a sudden...
when you say
and this group of people, they're going to be there already, or are we going to beat them by a long shot?
How would you know that?
That's fair.
Like, I was like, the anniversary's like tomorrow, so they could be there now. Like, who knows? So.
Should we go now so that we can get a room there at least before they take all the rooms?
I'm sure they already reserved.
The friendly arm in is
something we need to worry about.
Is a large establishment. It is like
I know how large this army is. That's why
it's actually a keep. Like it's a fortified keep. Like it's got curtain walls and a keep. Well, it doesn't have an army. It doesn't have it has guards, but it has it has a garrison.
But the people that are coming is like they were part of a standing army. Yes, that was my understanding.
The one person, there's one of the people who is among this party is going to get really confusing all of a sudden. Yeah.
There's a mercenary leader there.
Yes, someone who runs a mercenary company, right? They are at what would be referred to as a mercenary captain.
Okay, thank you.
Right, yeah.
That was
Captain of the Guard.
There's usually like a general of mercenary. Like they don't like general in the terms of you might lead them in battle, but realistically,
general is it's a term for the man.
I don't know if you're aware, but a mercenary organization is a military organization and has very strict hierarchy.
But they don't work for the man.
I don't think there's a lot of like bands out there who are like, no one's really in charge. We just kind of like those are bandits. Those are called bandits. They just roam around.
I would say bandits are. I would say on I think it's a continuum, and at the one side you have the military, and then the other side you have bandits, and I think in the middle you have mercenary companies. They're not quite working, but the military is
when
the
a bandit meets a military general and they love each other very much, you get a mercenary baby.
That's exactly how it works. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you know. Yeah.
The birds and the bees and the D&Ds.
I was gonna make a joke about something, but let's just go.
Having read the book Blackwater, I do not endorse any of these claims. Spare me and my family.
Is that about the one where like the lady drowns in the river?
No, Blackwater is not a novel. Blackwater is a real book about a real mercenary company that has been renamed several times. It's to this day the scariest thing I've ever read.
Okay.
Go just read about Metal Gear Solid 4. All this stuff about private militaries, that's real, and it was all true. All Kojima was like.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's sorry. I want to just
real, man.
I just want to check. Just put one little correction. Is not is real. Just is.
Is, was, and always shall be. All right. Are you guys ready to pack up and head over to the Friendly Arm Inn? Steve, I did send you that file, right? Yes. That treatise on Jurgle. I didn't think it's necessary to go over it on stream. It's not a huge plot point. If people want to read it themselves, they can go find it on the DM's Guild. It's called Jurgle, the Lord of the End of Everything.
It's very beardy, as we used to say. It's good. It's good
really
stuff.
long. I mean, like Eric Boyd did a ton of like digging on trying to figure out the history of this character.
I was a little bit I'm glad that Brittany is our record keeper, because I was a little bit sort of reaching for clues, and so that's why I wanted to look into the Jurgle thing, because something happened in the game that made me think of Jurgle as being connected to all of this. I mean, Jurgle is always going to be connected to all of this.
Am I not Jurgle enough for your Jurgle club?
But yes, we don't need to go into Jurgle. We're just
Jurgle, go as it stands in the Forgotten Realms, is the scribe of in the Crystal Citadel, whatever it's called, where Kelemvor judges the dead. Jurgle is the person who writes down every name and where they go of every. They're called a petitioner that passes through.
Because everyone who dies becomes a petitioner. That's how it works.
More
importantly, he used to be the god of dead, twice removed at this point. And there's a whole bunch of extra lore in there I'm not going to get into. But he hung around anyway, even after he passed up on the portfolio.
Think in one of our games, I did regale the story of when Jurgle steps down. It's Knucklebone, Skull Bowling, and whatever. It's a great story, actually. From
yes. I did remember that story, and it was that's what kind of jogged my memory. Anyway,
is there anything else?
We'll arrive early. We're gonna stop at the Dollarama, get a bunch of decorations so we can make everyone feel
Dollarama today.
We can get
since we're gonna get there early.
Is there? Well, this is what I'm asking.
I forgot you were Diablo books.
Before you leave Candlekeep, right?
No, I don't think there's anything. Not for me.
Like, remember, you can get there was a whole bunch of you can get like books made. It's very expensive.
Yeah,
I want to steal their only copy.
There's cookies and.
I wish to steal their only copy of the Book of Vile Darkness. That's my only.
Absolutely not going to happen.
All right, I wish to steal one copy of the Book of Exalted. Oh shit, I can't remember what it was called.
The Book of Exalted Deeds.
Yeah.
That's
a bad copy.
Probably not gonna.
No. A crappy one. Like I don't
think they would give out either of those.
I'm not saying giving out. We're gonna steal it. We're gonna do a whole heist thing.
You can't even get into the library.
Is there a shop of like magical items and stuff here?
Oh, don't go to the shop. We'll be stuck there forever.
What? No.
We'll get T-shirts and banners and. Oh no.
I just want to
know Candlekeep and all I got was this.
I just want to know if they have a deck of many things. That's all.
No. That's a hard no.
Oh damn. Okay, fair.
Sorry, there.
Thanks. That's a good one.
Okay, wait. Have I done?
I want that deck.
There's a Temple of Ogma here, which the temple is always offers a certain like scrolls and potions and stuff like that, right? There's an Outfitters and Clothier, which can sell you all kinds of decent stuff, like nice clothes, garments, blah blah blah. Ooh, you can buy silk there. There's also like a smith. So there's like normal. Well, it's mostly for shoeing horses, but There's also no, you can't go to that. That's the inner door. So yeah, most of the stuff is for it's like not magical. You can get like minor magic items from the temple, but that's the same as like any other temple. Yeah. And you can get, I mean, none of you are wizards, but you can get spell books.
That's right. Those are specially made.
Like basically you could get any spell that's within reason up to like 3rd level here, right? Mm-hmm. It's a great place to come if you're a wizard, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, the only thing I'm going to do before we go is drop a gold into the tray for Ogma, thanking him for stay at his, at Candlekeep, whatever. It's knowledge. It's close enough.
Wisdom is only possessed by the learned.
Yes, fine. Here's a gold piece.
When you give them there.
While all that was happening, I googled Blackwater to find out what book I was fucking remembering from childhood, and it does exist, so...
Just a different...
No, it's a kid that accidentally causes 2 other kids to drown, and then he gets knocked out trying to save them, and then people think he's, like, the hero of it, and then the whole thing is him, like, dealing with the fact that he's like, do I tell the truth and, like, get in trouble for it, or do I let people think I'm a hero, blah, blah, blah. And I'm pretty sure, this came out in 2000, I think I read this when I was, like, 6 years old, and I don't think I was supposed to read that yet.
Is that fiction or non-fiction?
Oh, it's fiction.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Okay, so...
But when you said Blackwater, it just, like, triggered a weird childhood memory where I was like, oh, where the girl, like, drowns, and I was like, wait, why do I know this? But I found it. Yeah, the cover of that book really sticks with you.
D&D with us, guys.
Blackwater by Eve Bunting.
You might not get much gaming done, but we get a lot of good references.
No, it's fine. I was paying attention. I just really needed to know that the book existed. And I didn't like fever
so dark.
Right.
It's super fucking dark.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I vividly remember that whole book.
Is that me? I can't remember. I think
it
so.
is.
That's wisdom, right? All right, plot course. That's a straight wisdom roll.
No, you can add your proficiency.
All right, I will.
Because you're proficient. I actually added the proficiency for the airship to all of you because
that was really nice of you. Because
by now you should all have it. It was just
I hadn't earned it, so I really
without the proficiency roll, it's 22. So with it would be 25. I think
the navigator's like, it's over there. It's like 13 miles that way. It's probably more than it's probably like 30 miles, but your airship goes like 60 miles an hour. So I guess I'm gonna roll for wind, baby. Where's my D?
By kids, I meant teenagers, by the way, for that book.
Oh, so I shouldn't get that for my kids?
No.
Okay, so you guys have a crosswind, which means you can basically go at normal speed. No penalty, no... yeah, the triangular sails are a thing in the Forgotten Realms at this time, so... Triangular sails are how you use wind.
That still in there directly? That means we're going to cross over Cloakwood then, right?
Is that a problem? I mean, that's... You guys can fly pretty high. The Cloakwood is full of monsters, but
yes, that's not good. It's called Cloakwood. That denotes issues. Oh,
yeah, we're in the air.
You're right, Steve. I will for a random encounter. Damn it. That's a good idea.
Damn it! Look, hey,
nope, you're fine.
Look, a lot of shit's been shot out of the air recently. I'm just saying.
We're good now.
Okay.
Not in the Forgotten Realms. The thing is, you're also going so quickly that you could also, like, the chance of a random encounter is low. But then also, even if you did encounter something, unless it's a dragon, you're fine.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Thank you,
so
Steve.
I rolled. So I rolled. I didn't. I would have on a 19 or 20. I would have had a random encounter, but I rolled a 16. So there's a 10% chance.
I didn't use my dragon dice this time.
There was an 8% chance. 8%. Who taught you math?
Your stats
What's the standard deviation on that?
Standard deviation on a regular roll is 1. Not.
We're trying to make a statistics joke, mate.
This is also why we don't like D20s.
Let's not. I don't like statistics. I like probability. Let's move on.
Y'all ever seen that video of Timothy Chalamet rapping about statistics? His statistics teacher he loves.
No.
It's from like when he was in high school. It's so dumb. It's amazing. You're
I didn't know about that.
You're like, this guy has been up for Oscars. This is wow.
Everyone's
good for him.
Wow.
Look it up later. It's ridiculous.
Sorry, I was looking for something.
Was it ridiculous?
We're all
not. It
level
was
6 now, right?
explicitly not. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did level up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My health is finally like 51, guys.
Yeah, I'm 51 as well.
Some of us are doing the best they can.
My hit points like diffusion.
All right.
I love us. Oh my god, the kids that only know like Kamehameha from Fortnite now are destroying my heart. They're like, yeah, it's that Fortnite blast, and I'm like, oh my god, it's from Dragon Ball Z.
Didn't they also, as a Fortnite aside, didn't they also like add like the flying cloud as like
Yeah, the
Fortnite?
Nimbus.
Yeah, the Nimbus.
I want it.
As like the Fortnite.
You have to buy it though.
Johnny Nimbus.
Oh.
I got the Goku skin, and it was like $20, and I was like, oof. But I was like, my birthday's coming up.
That's not... Okay.
But if you play
I will
Fortnite
probably
and
get
you like
$20, okay? It'll
and
make
you
up
like
for it.
Goku, kind of worth it.
Play Back
Just
for
I
Blood
really want
instead.
Deku.
Back for Blood.
E4B.
Yep.
You hop on your airship and
Airship, yep.
fly your way over. And the Friendly Armor Inn is very easy to spot. It's in a very large clearing. It has large walls
Yes.
that
Very
protect
good
it.
at shooting down airships. Maybe
You
we
will
should
not
land like
be able
further away.
to land like usual. You won't be able to land your airship within its
Gates?
boundaries, within its walls.
That's
Where
good.
did my
Walls.
images go? I thought I just put
Well,
some in here.
so that we don't appear as a threat anyway, let's just land a reasonable distance.
No, let's land
away
in
from the
there.
front.
They said
you
it's fine.
can't. No, I'm saying you can't land in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They said it's fine. Who's they?
They is Dave.
He never said that.
No, I know.
You can't land in there. It's not big enough. But like most places, there are farms and fields around and whatnot. I'm just gonna load up the Baldur's
You
Gate
land
map.
right on a farmer's house.
Classic Friendly Armor.
Oh!
Bambi
Beautiful.
is
Their barn then.
Bambi has been sort of running, or like just walking around the deck with Dallin Feldley. Let him Feldley stretch his wings. Yeah, let him Dallin stretch his wings.
Salim Bradley.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's having a great time. He's,
While Dellum and Bambi are walking around, I noticed them doing the paces, and I'm like, they need walking music. So I start playing music for them.
and,
A nice little jaunty tune. Dun, dun, dun,
yeah,
dun,
it's great.
dun.
And we start sort of. I grab something random out of my bag. I grab a python out of my bag, and I sort of practice throwing it back and forth to Dellum Feldley, see if we can sort of get a rhythm. It seems like I'm like playing ball with him, like his dad.
Playing ball
Playing ball with him
with
like
a
his
stick.
dad. No, with a python. It's not a stick; it's a metal stick. Please and thank you.
All right.
First of all,
It's more aerodynamic.
You were greeted at the gates of the Friendly Armor Inn. There is a drawbridge, and it is down. There was also a portcullis, which is currently up. There are several guards at the front gate, and they're somewhat impressed by your flying contraption. We don't get a lot of those around here. That's neat. I hope you can lock it, because we do get bandits at night.
That's a
It's not
good
a problem.
point.
I'm gonna be staying with the ship.
All right.
Oh, okay. I was going to hire some guards, but that's much better.
Staying with the ship.
Welcome to the Friendly Armor Inn. There is a smith here. There is also a temple here.
Temple to whom?
I think this one's
So bad.
I think it's Helm.
Look, if it's to like Umberly or Talos or something,
No,
we're
no.
fucked. Okay?
Oh my god, if it's to Umberly, we're getting back on this fucking ride and we're like nuking it as we go.
Okay,
It
I
is-
wasn't going
Orbit.
to say it, but
All right, is the Temple of Wisdom, a house of worship dedicated to the gnomish god Garl Glittergold.
glitter gold. That's
It's a
fantastic.
little building with its interior walls decorated with gems and golden nuggets. Garl Glittergold, also known as the Joker, the watchful protector, the priceless gem, and the sparkling wit. It's a
Niall.
long with greater
It's a
deity of
little
protection,
truth.
humor, trickery, gem cutting, fine smithing, lapiardy, and the gnome. The people, he's the prime deity of the gnomes. So
Yes. Obviously, he'd be popular with gnomes.
there are two clerics here. They say the senior cleric is out in Baldur's Gate. as they have to do from time to time, and picking up, reagents, silver, gems, and things like that.
Gotta pick up some sage. Gotta smear it places.
Yeah, they're all about like crushing gems and doing stuff.
And snorting them.
No, God,
Emerald.
No. That's
I had so much sugar today.
Perfect.
That's really good.
You're the Steve normally is.
Yeah.
I've never. The funniest thing is I've never done a drug in my life.
Are gnomes because gnomes are like sword leaf lovers? So are gnomes like gems and leaves, or like what's their anyway? Rockin' stone.
Something to examine in future games. Rocket stone or gnomes.
Did someone say rock?
And I'm stronger
The
than
Friendly
you.
Gnome is an area that is primarily comprised of a walled keep with several homes and a small farm in its courtyard, a temple, and a dominating castle-like structure in the center, aka a keep. It is found along the coastway between the city of Baldur's Gate and Baragost. This place is sort of considered like neutral ground for most things. That's why a lot of mercenaries might meet here. It's kind of in the name, right? The Friendly Arm Inn. Sort of, yeah. But it's also kind of in a weird spot because the Cloakwood is full of a lot of dangers. So it's kind of like this place that protects the coastway, so people can travel from Baldur's Gate south.
They've got
to
lots
places
of
like
cloaks
Maragost
and wood there.
Yeah.
Is the building on the right the temple?
That little thing is that little squat thing is the temple. Yeah,
Okay.
this is the main keep here.
It's not the size that matters; it's how you use the temple. Okay.
Yeah. So pretty typical offerings here at the temple. But if you guys were looking for stuff, we can roll for other magic items.
Is this from RuneScape?
What?
The map?
It looks like RuneScape.
The map is this is from Baldur's Gate 1. When you this is the fourth place you go to. This is where you meet Khalid and Jahira.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jahira will be in Baldur's Gate 3, by the way. As she's a half elf, she lives a long time.
Jahira.
Reference.
Probably gonna romance another character after her husband died. So,
Womp womp.
Well, he dies off screen, Eric, so it doesn't really.
Doesn't make it less sad, bro.
It's kind of sad. It's not. Oh, whatever.
Not as sad as drowning kids, though. Oh,
Listen,
reference.
I didn't mean for that to happen. It's just he said Blackwater, and I was like,
Look. Your Blackwater novel, as sad as it is probably not as terrifying as the one that David referenced.
So, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, go ahead, guys. I've just got clerical.
Eric's gonna go talk to people.
Yeah, well, I was gonna go.
You should go with him. You're pretty good. Actually, all three of you are good at talking to people. I am not.
I'm good at getting people off guard. I'm like, let me woo you with my staff.
That
sounded bad.
You
You know what I mean? Cool tricks.
Steve, did you want to go to temple first, or do we want to go see the mercenaries?
They're not here yet. We arrived very quickly, so I don't think they've arrived.
I don't. We haven't checked though, so we don't know.
Actually, David, what is
we
the
might be
timeline?
early for the. Well,
how would you know? You haven't told me if you've gone inside yet or not.
Yeah, the old man said we could still make the event if we left after that conversation.
Did we ask the
Okay,
person
well,
that walked
let's
up
find
to the ship what's going on? Did we ask him?
No.
Good.
I assumed you guys
Deboarded.
Disembarked.
We debuffed.
disembarked the ship and have approached. Yes.
I assume we were gonna go into the area.
Well, no, that's a great question. We talked to the guy who greeted us. We said, there is a mercenary company on its way. We wish to speak with them. Do you know when they will arrive?
Are you asking the guard?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he would know.
I don't know, man. I don't really.
I guess he doesn't. All right, fine. Who would know?
So, there's probably a bunch of mercenary types that we don't really ask. We just,
Fair enough.
we didn't ask you your business, right? We were just.
Has the festivities started?
It's a fucking tavern, mate. There's lots of festivities going on in there,
Fair enough.
All right. On that note, let's just go straight to the tavern then.
Yeah.
Forget all the
People, they do birthdays, they do anniversaries, right?
Thank
They
you.
do weddings.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Excellent.
Who am I missing there?
Yeah, we move on and go straight to the tavern then.
Okay.
I before we go in the tavern, Baby says, I got like stuff to do. And like I think I'm pretty great, but I'm historically pretty bad at convincing people to do stuff. So I'm gonna just like kind of go and like watch the ship. I'm just gonna go. I got stuff to do. Just gonna go do stuff in the ship. You guys do your stuff. I'm just gonna.
Fair
do
enough.
We will I'll let you know what's happening.
You do you.
Cool. Yeah,
Boo-boo-boo.
like you know how to fight. Like I mean, like if there's a problem, just like I don't know, shout my name really loud or whatever. I'll come.
I mean, there is a temple to Garl Glitter Gold. I mean,
Yeah, like he's cool. He's not really my guy, but like he's cool.
all right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make a sound like this. Caca.
Is that a giraffe dying?
No. A giraffe dying is.
It's obvious to everyone that if you just went, this is a very large area. You'd have to scream incredibly loud.
I will project using my diaphragm.
He's a performer, okay? Performer.
Yes, Dannon. Do you have something? What did
No, I don't think Xanon. That was a caca to join.
Oh no, I thought I heard Xanon clear.
I do believe.
Oh no, I was
we'll
copying.
go to the tavern. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go to the tavern then, just sort of see what the deal is, right?
Yeah, the first floor is a tap room, and then above that is the inn rooms essentially. So as you enter the Friendly Arm Inn, it is fairly full. There's only a couple of keep in mind there's like a dozen or more tables in here, maybe 20 tables of various sizes, round, long, and rectangular and whatnot. There's obviously a great big hearth. At the back of the room there is a barkeep with a bar, and then so your left, their right is a large set of stairs that goes up, and then the kitchens are off to the right in the back, and they're big kitchens. People are constantly coming out. It's like noon, right? So people are getting lunch, and this place is bustling. There's a special today.
What's the special?
Fresh caught something. I don't know.
I like
red
this.
snapper. I don't know what they.
Wild.
I don't know what's fishing along the Sword Coast right now. So, but yeah, there's fish. There's whatever. It's the lunch special, So,
I like the sound.
As you came in, there were quite a few carts and wagons parked outside, so people are obviously on their way to or from Baldur's Gate, right? There's a fair-sized, town to the south called Baragos, and then Nashkel is south of that, which is an iron mine, right? So there's a lot. This is a very large trade route, right? Because you go to Baldur's Gate, then you go off to Waterdeep and whatnot. So what do you guys do?
We do our best.
All right, I'll try. I go up to, I guess, the front, bar, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I guess whatever the main desk. Well, greetings. My party and I have arrived. We wish to actually. Did we get the name of the?
No.
No, we didn't.
We just know that there's
company.
That there's just an anniversary or celebration for this mercenary company.
Okay. We heard that there was a mercenary company of some fame coming to celebrate. Have they already arrived? We wish to speak with them.
Everyone's business is their own in the Friendly Arm Inn.
Fair enough.
This place is kind of like the Continental.
Oh,
in John
very
Wick,
well.
Right? Where if you're on business, it's nobody. Your business is nobody else's business.
You should do the Lance Reddick voice instead.
Me?
Yeah.
He does an affectation with it. That's not his normal voice. He's doing an accent.
I love Lance Reddick.
Good evening, Mr. Wick.
Lance Reddick.
Very good. I appreciate your professionality. Is that a word? Professionalism. Are there any rooms left then? My crew has gone a long way. We'd like to rest.
Our finest rooms are booked out, but some of our more modest rooms are available. Would you like
modest is fine.
Would you like a bunk, or would you like a individual? Or...
I'm fine with.
I don't know. I turned to the bar.
I'm fine with bunks if we need to. Who booked the most expensive rooms?
See, I was going to be more subtle about that.
He just stares at you like.
I would like to play them a song.
It's like recently Rihanna gave a performance. It was riveting.
Oh no! Don't make those types of references. Oh no! Oh no!
The best bard in all the land,
So
Rihanna.
who won the Super Smash Brothers game though at the Super Bowl?
Not the birds.
Philly.
No, because did you saw that right? It's like you've seen
I
the
know.
memes
When
where
when I saw the stage, I was even like, "Oh, this is like Smash Brothers."
Yes, that
choose your character.
I didn't even think about
Rihanna.
that. That's amazing.
Work,
work.
I loved that.
It was
halftime
amazing.
show.
She did great.
I was like, I love all these songs. I was singing along the whole time, and I was like, that's all I needed.
The concierge says that they respect the privacy of all their guests here.
Fair.
You will be required to pay upfront.
How much is it?
Well, there's 4 of you, I guess, because Banby's staying on the ship. So, for monster, it's gold
Bambi
for the 4 of you.
Sorry, what was that?
A
One
gold piece for the 4 of you.
Okay.
Yeah, that gets you a whole room.
Xanon, I got you.
Oh, Eric, you're
No,
paying?
it's a gold for all 4, not for 1 each.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
1 gold, right?
Yeah. That's why I was just checking. Yeah,
Xanon just doesn't carry
Yes. Yeah, I got it,
cold
don't
hard
worry.
cash.
Yeah. I
I'll-
know that all the money is with him. So.
No, yeah, I'll pay the 4.
All right.
I hope we can make like a 4.
So you put a gold coin on a crown and you slide it across, and he takes it and he puts it underneath the counter, and then he pulls out a key on a ring, and he hands it to you.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
Second floor.
Since he's so discreet, I want to turn around and sort of look at who's sort of in the space.
I was gonna
right
say,
now.
should see who's partying the hardest.
Roll a perception check.
All of us.
Exactly what I was gonna do.
Whoever's looking.
Well, I'm doing a perception now.
Yeah, so am I.
I mean, I'm always looking, but can I really see?
Well, you can roll with disadvantage, Xanon. You can always roll with disadvantage.
I always roll with disadvantage. That's my secret cap.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a 17.
I got a 19.
Oh,
That's
Xanon got a 20.
a 9. Well,
Oh
yeah, but
no,
that was
the disadvantage.
my,
Oh no.
my disadvantage makes it a 9. I was almost a genius.
You got a 20 and a 9. Oh.
Xanon's like, oh, is that Rihanna right now? No, that's just a bush.
I thought you would have said a balloon.
I know. I couldn't think of something. I was just like,
So-
what would be nearby?
One thing you notice is that you guys are obviously armed right now, right? You guys are wearing like your armor. No one else in here except for, in fact, inside, no one is armed. No one has their weapons with them. Nobody's wearing their armor. There's guards posted outside, right? Like even at the front of the keep. But no one inside. Everyone here is like they're not casual, but a lot of them are well dressed. And enjoying the atmosphere, but no one here is like ready for a fight because there's fights should not be happening here, right?
Oh, interesting. Okay, all right, fair enough.
If there's anything John Wick has told me, is that might still happen.
Okay, well, I was gonna say since we have a key to a room, maybe we should dress down a little bit.
We should disrobe.
To talk, right?
Xanon
not what I
completely just
said,
drops
but-
all the clothes. Xanon just goes naked, like, okay, I guess, I mean, I didn't think it was one of those parties, but I mean, I'm not gonna turn it down.
Concierge says we don't do that here.
Xanon pulls up the pants.
Just
So
the pants?
just topless then?
Please keep some modicum of modesty within the walls.
Well, you know, I'm very proud of this figure. I worked very hard for it, but she slowly starts getting dressed again.
What's the line in extras? And all of her clothes fall off, and she tries to cover up, but I've already seen everything.
Yeah, I've seen it all. I've seen everything. Yes, that's the line.
Xanon rotates.
It's really well acted by Patrick Stewart.
Are you not entertained?
All right.
Oh my goodness.
So you guys are gonna go drop your things off in your room and then come back. Okay, you do that.
We should probably update.
Yeah, sorry, I thought we were in the room when I did that.
No, I don't really know what else to do at this point other than just sort of observe.
Now I feel really dumb.
No, I mean, we did notice that people were not wearing as, like they weren't armed.
Yeah,
so, just to sort of.
Yeah.
So it's
match
hard.
everybody, but
It's
what
hard
is
to tell
is
exactly
here?
what everybody like. There are certainly noble folk here, who are dressed in fineries, But the thing about nobles is that includes knights and things like that, right? So, and rich knights dress just as well as like counts and dukes and things like that, right? Like knights can be very rich, especially adventure, like knight errants. So why don't you roll a history check with advantage?
History. The bard should roll that.
Who, all of us?
No.
Just
you can roll regular, but Derelith Fell can roll with advantage because Derelith Fell was a noble from Waterdeep. So Derelith Fell has a much keener eye for you can still roll, Eric. It's
no, I'm laughing at my roll.
Oh, okay.
I got a 6. Can I do anything for you?
You're
Right.
You're not. Well, Marcus is more used to like rougher crowds. He's never been. He's a working man's bard.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, that's fair.
It was a history check, right?
Yes.
Guess who got the 19, motherfucker?
Oh, she beat me.
You
Listen,
can't.
all Xanon did was read. I can't be
She's
involved. I'm
just
still getting
sniffing everyone.
dressed.
This is not a check Xanon's gonna pass because one, you can't see what anybody's wearing, and two,
But she smells the rose water of a high level noble.
Like,
Absolutely. Like Xanon can pick out who smell, and most. But the thing is, everybody here is bathed,
Fair.
right? Some people are wearing a little more fragrant things, but most
damn,
the
they
majority
smell a
of the
lot
smell
better than
here
us.
is there. Like there's fresh bread baking. It's great.
Yes.
Marcus,
Alright,
there's a baguette over there.
Let's go get it.
Oh,
Derelith Fell.
talking about food, damn it.
Derelith Fell. You're in a friggin' tap room. Okay.
Yes, but I didn't prepare for this session.
So the first thing Derelith Fell clocks is who's drinking ales and who's drinking wine. Because that's the first thing you're going to tell the difference between who's like a working class person and who's not just their clothes, but and who's nobility. And knights tend to be somewhere in between, right? So you clock a table with 3 gentlemen at it of fair, like athletic builds in very nice clothing. One is wearing blue with a silver trim, one is wearing red with a gold trim, and one is wearing like a split doublet of blue and purple. And they're having a good time. And they're all fairly older too. They're in like their late 40s, early 50s. And so you see they don't have the faces of soft-skinned nobles. These men are dressed like rich men, but they look like people who have been out fighting for basically their entire lives, right? And they're all pretty they're handsome, right? It's like you've got like a Brad Pitt, you got a George Clooney,
Nice.
Can you name
That's
a woman?
Well, these are 3 men.
I'm just
there
kidding.
are women here. There are noble women, and they are dressed very well. There's like a Kate Blanchett, and
He's like, who did the gays like? Quick scroll.
there's a Kate Mulgrew.
There's a lot of Kates, really.
I could name other Kates. Winslet.
You're good. Blanchett was the right answer. So.
Yeah, of course it is. That's the thing that sticks out most to you. There's some fops here. There's some dude, some really slight dudes who clearly are like fencers.
I'm looking for a Charlize Theron. There we go. That's what we need.
Well,
Need a Furiosa.
Dave, is there
What's up?
entertainment being played there? Like, is there a band playing in the
there is a
tavern?
band.
Okay.
Yes. There's a house
Atomic
band.
Blonde in the streets,
Fair,
Furiosa
fair.
in the sheets.
Oh yeah, no, she would solve all our problems.
I wanted
Anyway,
Atomic Blonde in
go to
the
that
streets and the sheets.
I know.
Actually,
I love Atomic Blonde.
Jesus Christ, that movie
That-
is.
Something?
Atomic Blonde's very good.
So
movie.
good, but also the soundtrack is incredible.
Well, it's like sexy John Wick, right? Like
Yeah.
And now
Oh,
they have
fair.
that ballerina
Oh,
movie
Sophia
coming out, right?
Boutella.
set in the fucking 80s, no less, right? Like
Yeah, I'm gonna hide
it's
it.
just like
Yeah, just give me Cold War lesbians forever and we're fine. Because What is being gay if not a Cold War with yourself?
Make a comic book called Cold War Lesbians.
Cold War Lesbians.
Just do it.
That's really good.
It'll be the highest
Make sure you make a
rated
note
indie
of that
comic ever.
in your notes right now. Yeah, write it down.
Write it down.
I'm gonna go to that table with the with those people. I will approach gingerly and not, not insert myself.
Well, you know how to approach people as in this sort of situation.
Before he leaves, I'm like, Darla, do you want us to come with you? Do you want us to come? Hey, do you want us to come with you? Hey,
actually, maybe not.
Oh,
and then I just go, so they can do what they will how they will.
I would like the special.
Gabe is currently clocking marks at the moment. Like, who can I pickpocket? Who will gamble with me? Who's gonna like?
Okay, if I notice that behavior,
I haven't been here in a long time. Like,
if I notice that behavior, I look towards the table I'm going to and just go.
The Gabe leaves and he's like, I don't know. I know you're not. This isn't you. Never pickpocket from a knight. They're trained. Are you kidding? They're trained watchers. He's like, see that woman over there? And you just see a woman who's like half in the bag.
She's a night woman.
She's a real Lucille Bluth.
Gabe, I don't even want to know. I just.
He's like, I got three options. I could pickpocket her, or I could seduce her, and become her heir. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just said I didn't want to know, and I leave.
He goes, actually, I think I'm gonna do the third option.
I'm gonna become her heir.
So Marcus, you approach, and the thing you have to do is you have to.
Darla, not Marcus.
If they were regular nobles, you would have to probably buy them like an expensive thing of wine. But instead, all you have to do, because they're knight, is you just buy them. You just go offer them around, and then they offer you a story. Is essentially how it works. That's like the tradition.
No,
and there's three knights, and they're at this square table. And there's room for a fourth, and you go, I'd like to buy you gentlemen around, and they go, actually that seat is saved for our fourth.
He means that sexually.
No. These are married men. You see rings on their fingers.
They always are.
They go, this is it for it is the anniversary of when my missing son was found safe and was able to join our knightly order. And on top of that, and he points to the youngest of them, and he said, so and so just became a father for the first time. And he's all like.
All right, sorry, I just need to look at one thing real quick. All right, so just based on the origin story, though, I did work into it that my father was part of the Waterhavian Guard way back when. I mean, that's not relevant as much. Or not? Wait, was it part of the military forces? I don't remember now.
I mean, there's a lot. There's like 6 different. There's a guard. There's a watch, which is the military. Sorry, the guard is the military. The watch is the police. There's also the Grey Hands didn't exist probably back then. The Grey Hands are, or maybe they did. The Grey Hands are like special forces essentially.
I really should have.
Who work for the Black Staff? It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Here's the thing. These gentlemen are not nobility from here. One of these men is Tetherian, which is to the south and east. It's next to So it goes right, like the Sword Coast, Tethir, right, the Forest Kingdom.
Right.
You have nothing Tethir but Tethir itself.
And they go, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Of course, where are our manners? And they introduce their Sir Oral Cutter, and he points and he goes, "This is one of my oldest friends, Sir Kenneth Troll." And our third is Sir Alvitz. No last name given.
Sorry, I want to be also keeping these notes too.
It's Sir Alvitz, Simon, and Theodore.
Nope, it's not.
Right. Sorry, what was it again? Sir Alvitz.
When we were kids, my mom would call us Alvin, Simon, and Theodore instead of our names.
Your names.
I was named after a chip hat, so...
Yes, which I also find quite enjoyable, because I actually went to see that movie. I even bought the Burger King toys.
Because we're the girls of rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Will you
was surprisingly entertaining.
History or religion check for me, Darylith?
Probably do the history then. I mean the.
They have they have crests on their doublets, right? Of their family crests.
Right.
But seeing as they're knights, they also have their order.
Right.
Crest.
Okay. I only got 11 on the religion check.
So one of them is obvious. It's the most noble order of the Radiant Heart, which is a paladin order. It's a male fraternity paladin order, mostly out of and they're your typical paladins, right? They go around fighting evil and stuff like that. Just a bunch of bros being bros, bro.
Yeah,
all in the service of God. The most noble order of the Radiant Heart.
No, but they did say the names, right? So
that's Kenneth Trawl. Kennettrawl.
Right. Okay. And that's the only thing I recognize then, or?
Kenneth.
The other ones seem Mistaran or Mistra related, but you can't place them exactly because orders of Mistra are not super well known. Whereas the most noble order of the Radiant Heart is probably the best known paladin order outside of the what the hell is it called? Not the Lord's Alliance.
The Gals Before Paladin.
The Cormier thing.
That's mine.
No. Oh, well, yeah, they're probably pretty well known. Why can't I think of it? There's the factions. Lord's Alliance.
Lord's Alliance.
The
Emerald Gauntlet.
Order of the Gauntlet, which is not really a paladin order. It's just like a group of people who fight. It's one of the big factions. Anyway.
All right.
So go ahead.
Sorry, no, I didn't have my my notepad open in time before. So sorry, I've got Trawl and Aulitz. Who was the other?
Alvitz. Trawl is the oldest. He is a man. Oh, sorry, no, he's not. Cutter, Sir Orryl Cutter, Orryl Cutter, is nearly 50 with graying auburn hair and a clean-shaven face with chiseled features.
And they're waiting for. Did they say who or just the son?
They didn't say. They said they were waiting for their fourth, right?
All right. Well, I put my hands up and I say, I apologize. I do not wish to intrude. I'll cut to the chase, gentlemen. You belong to orders of justice and goodness, and I am a priest of. I am a priest of Kelemvor, and I have come from a very great distance. I know that you are here to celebrate, but if you wish, I do have some business. We might need to discuss something quite dark has fallen upon the realms, and it doesn't fit our schedules, unfortunately. Perhaps I could try to arrange for a larger table, if that is acceptable to you.
Alvitz looks at the other two. When our merrymaking is done, and we have to return to our nightly duties, then we'll speak again.
That is perfect. I would not wish anything else.
And he kind of like tilts his head, and I don't know what the like acolyte, like, because you're not a doom guide, you're like one level below, so there's like a word, I'm sure, you know, he uses like spirit warden or something like that.
So lame.
But he says it in such a way, he's like spirit warden, like trying to, you know, get your name, right? Like
Darylith fell. That is.
And then Cutter looks for a second. Foul, is that the Waterdavian family? That terrible tragedy befell them, I hear. It's terrible.
Yes, I am the last of my line, it's true. But I have been in the service of the Lord of the Dead since those times, and what happened to my family, well, I'd rather not discuss it. But thank you. Thank you for the...
You're right, it's a day to celebrate.
Yes, indeed. Let me at least buy you drinks, and find me. I am on the second floor. I don't remember the room. Do I remember the room?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Second floor.
I'm on the second floor.
There's common areas with like couches and divans and stuff like that that people hang out in on the. So yeah.
I wish you all the best of celebrations to great glory, and seek me out when you have the time. I will either be on the second floor or by the airship, parked outside.
Alvitz and Troll look at each other. Sorry, Alvitz and Cutter look at each other like, airship. Ooh. Ooh.
That's why I dropped that.
Yeah. So you drop a gold basically.
Yeah. I want to make sure. Yeah, and I'm just gonna leave them alone. I'm not gonna mess with this. That's fine.
They go. They talk for a while. So basically nothing's gonna happen today.
That's totally.
You guys are gonna have to wait till tomorrow. You guys have some. You can rest and relax. Gabe is trying to ingratiate himself with an octogenarian.
Okay.
And he's like, you've got a bit of elven blood in you. I can see
said,
it.
Here's some money. Go see a Star Wars.
Yeah. How much? It's a banana, Mike. And how much could it cost? $10. 10 gold. 10 silver.
What's her name? Lucille. Lucille 3.
I want to buy a nice meal.
Lucille Ostero.
I want to buy a nice meal to be brought out to the airship, and I'm going to go to...
That was one of my favorite running gags.
I really like the idea of, like...
I lost my head, it was a Lucille.
Walking out and
an out of period, right? Like Inglourious Bastards, like wearing tuxedos with the white glove service and the silver platter, and they're walking out.
Okay, they didn't need to go that far, okay?
No, that's not what happens. I just imagine a guard would bring it is what would happen.
Yes, but I want to buy a proper meal and have it sent out to the airship.
And you hear like a knock on the airship. Hello, excuse me.
I like poke my head up out of the hatch on the and I'm like wearing like a helmet, and I look like kind of disheveled. And yes, can I help you?
There's room service.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah!
I wish I thought of that.
Thanks. How much do I owe you?
No, it's already been. It's all taken. But you need to return the platter and cutlery, and they have to like jump to like hand it to you. Because it's an airship. It's tall.
Yeah, I reach up. They reach down. They reach down. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, but just so you know, we got to close up for the night.
Already closed. Like,
no, I mean like we got to close. You want people to. You got to bring it back in the morning.
Already been closed. Not even listening to her. She's busy.
Nice. Nice. Man, I need to get one of these mugs now. I gotta go to CNE and like buy one of those just right straight out of there.
It's a goblet.
No, it's the chalice from the palace.
I wish I had the bigger ones.
Oh.
I know.
Are we doing the chalice with the palace, the mortar?
I've had
the vessel with the pestle.
Yeah.
Damn it.
The pellet with the poison.
The mortar with the portal.
I just wanted to make sure we sent.
Go when you're done this. Go watch The Jester with Danny Kaye. In fact, that movie's fucking amazing. Right. So they pull up the drawbridge. They drop the portcullis, and the friendly arm-in is shut down for the evening. You all have a fine meal. Drinks are had. Gabe gets sloshed.
We're not with him.
And he ends up dragging himself to bed in the very early morning hours of the like 2-3 a.m. And he's like trying to be quiet, but the quieter he tries to be, the louder he is, despite being like an expert thief. He's like, sorry. Oh, and then he steps on a sword. Right, and that like hits some chainmail, and that rattles. Oh, sorry. Just anyway. In the morning, you are awoken to many a crowing rooster, as there are farms nearby. No, that's not the sound roosters make, Eric.
I know.
I hear a dying giraffe.
I don't know how to tell you. That's not the noise.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
I couldn't hear you, Brittany. It actually didn't pick it up.
Oh no.
There we go. Nice.
Nice and...
Hoot. Meow. Meow.
Yeah, after many festivities, many darts thrown, people groggily make their way downstairs for breakfast, which is eggs, fowl, flapjacks, all kinds of good. Like this place is well stocked.
I like this place.
Yeah, it's also not that cheap. There's
Is the gate open for the day?
It is opened with the dawn. Yes. And there are people waiting to get in. There are people waiting to get out too. They're like, I don't even have time for breakfast. I'm just out of here. They're getting their horses from the stables. They're hitching up their carts, and they're taking their goods, wherever they're headed off. For some travelers, this place is a luxury. For others, it is a necessity. And the day begins. What do you do with your morning?
I come in with my steel defender at my side. I come in and sit down for breakfast.
Your droids will have to wait outside. No, I'm kidding. No.
Oh,
I'd be so sad. It's just a one droid. He's fine.
I mean, they probably don't want automatons inside because they're basically walking weapons, but
we don't serve their kind here.
Yeah, well, they certainly don't serve them because there's nothing to serve.
You will serve the droids waffles.
No, they won't.
oh goodness. I am.
You think this is so much cheaper mind trick?
I'm a sailor. Charm spells don't work on me.
Only
He's like,
money.
Red for the homunculi, blue for the kid.
I love the racist references. We need to get the Nimodians in somehow now.
Oh.
I refuse, as you know. I'm absolutely not. In any case, I'm down. I'm here. I'm eating my pancake. I'm eating these pancakes. They are delicious. I did bring back the platter and the cutlery.
Nice, good.
I did bring it back.
Much appreciated.
One of the tines is missing from the fork.
That's basically impossible. I don't. All right.
Nice detail.
That'll just be added to your bill on your way out.
God damn it.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Is that Rico?
Nice. There we go. Perfect.
You guys are chilling on the second floor.
You can rely on us.
Hanging out.
We'll get it in there.
Gabe's just shooting dice by himself. Just like you gotta stay on top of it, right? You just gotta. These are skills, you can't just not.
You don't wanna.
You guys know what breakfast?
You gotta know the weight of them so you can roll exactly what you want to roll. It takes a lot of skill to win at games of chance.
Gabe.
We did have breakfast, yes.
Yeah.
You join me for breakfast?
Yeah,
Well, yes, that was the thing.
Definitely eating breakfast.
If we see B&B there, then yeah, we'll definitely form a table.
The sun wakes Marcus up, and the smell of any sort of food is just like, oh, let's go. Let's do this. Xanon,
let's go.
Bacon time.
Bacon.
Xanon, drooling as always, is just.
I was just like, it's bacon time. It's bacon time.
Puts on fur cloak, with eyes closed, walks down the stairs.
It doesn't matter. You don't need your eyes.
Misses one step. Oh fuck.
What does this sound like?
Bacon. I gotta thaw bacon for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get that bit long now.
You guys are hanging out, and the 3 knights come down the stairs. And blah 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 blah. Okay. So the 2 of the knights approach, and a third continues down the stairs. They are cordial and formal this morning. They are dressed not in their regalia, but in their armor.
Oh,
because they are.
Oh, they're ready. Wow.
They're like I said. They said when their celebrations were done, then they would be back to business, right?
They have their business socks on.
Like night and day.
It's business time.
3 years ago, Sir Auril enlisted the aid of Sir Kennet to find his missing son near Thornhold, which is a monster-infested keep south of Neverwinter. And in that time, Sir Auril was aided by another gentleman. He says, I don't know what your quest is exactly, but I'm sure that 3 knights can certainly help. Sir... Oh, yeah, okay.
More.
You said you were looking for aid, and if I'm not mistaken, you said you were interested in our 4th companion?
Well, any help would be accepted at this time. Something afoul.
We should invite
you need
them to eat with us.
You need.
Yes,
they're not going to eat. This is the negotiation.
Oh.
Right, well, I stand up. Fine.
You need a company of mercenaries.
Xanon wiggles a piece of bacon
Yes.
out.
Gabe's like with the dice, like looking up, like.
No, I stand up and address them in a noble manner, and I say, "Indeed, yes."
I turn to Xan. I'm like, should we stand too? We're supposed to stand, Bambi.
Oh, I think I'm going to salute. Did they do that?
You guys
No.
already dealt with this.
I don't know. We weren't allowed.
I'm just going to bow.
Not allowed.
Xanon just bows.
Imagine the scene.
They inquire as to what exactly is going on. Do you explain it to them?
Yes. Well, I don't know. I think.
Like devils,
Like-
the hells, and things like that.
Like, you don't have to
I want to tell
RP
them
it.
the whole story.
Yeah, great. And
Emphasizing, how the hell and the devils.
these 2 are like, oh yeah.
Groovy.
Sir Auril Cutter, who's sort of like the de facto leader, he's like, absolutely, we will aid you. As a member of the Order of the Gilded Eye, it is our most important goal to rid Toril of fiends. Sir Kennet, and he's like, for the rest of you, kind of like he's introducing him to you, is a loyal friend, and though both, I'm sure both Kennet and Alvitz would like to see their families again, it seems like there's little time before hell comes to the north.
Yes. Barkeep, can we pack this to go? And I point at the table.
He's like, well, before we leave, I think you should meet someone then.
Artist Simper.
Xanon starts shoving all the bacon in her mouth.
Artists, that'd be awesome. Oh man.
I hope.
You need an army. We're just 3 knights. We know who you need.
We have a Hulk.
No. Hulk.
Well, this is probably gonna be better, but we'll see.
They go, have you ever heard of the eclipse?
Can we roll for that?
Have we?
Like lunar or like
No.
solar? Then
The
no.
eclipse
I would like to
is... Sure, go ahead and roll history.
I'm rolling for history as
Do
well.
we need to roll
I got
history, or
a
is this
critical failure, which I think is actually probably
Yeah.
correct,
Oh.
given my history.
History. See, 21.
Wait, they're the
Alright,
Order
fine.
of the Radiant Heart, right? Is this a total
One
eclipse of the
guy-
heart?
One of the 4 is our Order of the Radiant Heart.
Uh,
Wasn't able to determine the other.
Marcus, he's like, yeah, there's like a smaller mercenary company that operates near Phandalin by that name, but you don't know much about them. And Sir Oral says, well, actually, no, Eric, what you've heard is that their commander, the captain, single-handedly wiped out a goblin camp.
Oh.
Like, they call it a castrum, which is like a fortification.
Mm-hmm. Sound of that.
A wooden encampment surrounded by palisades, and that this mercenary commander wields something called a weapon of dominion, which is a powerful blade from the days before Neverwinter was founded, when men were trying to mimic the magic of the elves. These blades are like man-made in the image of something called the crown blades or the ruler's blades, which is how the elves choose they're called coronals, but kings essentially. And like the blades choose the wielder. They're intelligent items. But the captain is an elf.
Oh, even better.
Didn't we have it
lines up?
And he said, and you hear coming up the stairs. And he said, "Oh, may I present to you the commander of the Eclipse, Lord of Ilya Bruin, Captain Griff."
I will bow to him.
And Captain Griff is decked out in like all grays and blacks. Has this blade in his scabbard and has like no, none of you, or one of you's human, but you can smell. There's a lot of magic gear.
One of us is human.
Oh, two of you.
So
Marcus is human and Derek is human,
for a second.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't think about that.
Your nose twinges. You're like, this guy's got like some powerful gear on him.
Ozone.
And he just he's very stern and like he's just like, well met,
Captain.
And he says, this is the company of Marilith Fell out of East Haven.
Yes,
they're looking for, and he just straight to business because he reads. He's like, oh, okay, you need we have a company of foot trained in spear, sword, and shield, and a company of archers trained by myself.
That'll do.
With both broadheads for soft targets and bodkins for anything of the more armored variety. If you need something magical taken care of, silvered arrows are extra.
Possibly.
And these archers are the best. They could snipe an owl in a darkened forest at 300 meters by sound alone.
Perfect. You come well recommended. Your reputation precedes you. I will explain to him the situation, especially emphasizing the whole elven element of the, situation from the past.
What?
What wasn't the spine of the world kingdom?
The hand of the Saldrin? He doesn't care about that.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I tried. Fair enough. Fuck those wood elves. Okay.
This guy is not super tall, by the way. He's probably, I think he's 5'6" or something like that. Because wood elves are short.
Very I made a lot of presumptions.
Now who's a racist, Steve?
Yeah, exactly. I'm embarrassed. No, that was all that sport. It is all the same to me. It is. I am a racist.
Well, half now and half when the job's done. There's no bonus or discount for getting it done faster.
I don't. We need help. It is not a question of speed. You are the right man for the job. We will. What will be the cost?
He shudders a little bit. The word "men," right? Like he's like bristles. Okay. I should say, not shudders. Bristles.
Yeah,
what would have been the right term? I know I'm racist.
Just people. People.
Okay.
Men refers to humans, right? Like
he says you people.
All right. I didn't mean that.
Bro.
I noticed that, and I say
own word for men and women, right? Like as do dwarves and gnomes.
Do I know if what would be the correct term to
elf?
Elf? Okay. All right. I wasn't sure. All right.
If you're talking to an elf, just referring to them as an elf, because elf is like
okay. All right.
Elves are also gender fluid, like 99% of the time.
I just say y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all. Okay. I just outright say I apologize. I of course elves.
Paul.
He just waves his hand. He's like, move past it.
Well, I nod anyway. It's fine. Okay. What will be the cost? Since we are discussing in business terms.
Well, for the distance and whatnot, but you have.
Yes, we have an airship. I don't know
to fit all my troops.
I was going to ask Bambi.
Well, the fastest way would be to take to head to Neverwinter, take a ship up to the north from there, and then travel the rest of the way. You're talking about like 200 soldiers, right? Plus hangers on, right? Like support.
Yeah,
which is probably another 100 people. If not more. And he's like, I mean, realistically, for 2 years of service would be 500 gold. So,
oh, do you think we really need him for 2 years?
But well, he's like, but it takes a while to get there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but I was like,
he's like, well, like that's sort of like that's one way the contract can operate.
Yeah.
We have an airship.
That doesn't.
No,
you
can't fit them all.
Give me the fucking airship.
We can fit the paladins.
You can fit like
the command crew.
You can. It is not even the Millennium Falcon. This is not holding cargo, right?
Okay.
Truthfully, if it was just going to be those four knights, like we'd fit those guys. But beyond that,
it's the Razor Crest, right? Like there's like a 2 seats in front, and there's like room for
how
6.
much would it cost
There's room for Xanon and a little silver ball.
Okay. I almost I want to actually try to start pulling strings on like communication lines and see if the Harpers can provide funding, if nothing else. But that's a whole other separate thing. I haven't done it yet.
You likely have the funds to be able to fund this endeavor.
Okay, yeah, because I've saved up a lot of cash. I'm willing to throw it all because
keep in mind you only have to pay half now.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of hoping on that.
I have 15 platinum, which is
150 gold.
I have 33 platinum.
Wow! Oh, money bags here.
I think people overestimate how much mercenaries actually cost for like a thing.
We have saved up a lot of money, guys. That's true.
To be fair, I've been spending it on like other stuff, but like
I was gonna say we've saved up the whole campaign.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we've bought very little in the way of magic items. Like, there's definitely magic items which cost a lot of money, but we haven't really bought those, so that's fine.
His suggestion is like, because they operate out of there's a keep north of Phandalin in the Neverwinter Wood where his company operates out of. Okay, all right. So they typically leave out of, if they're going somewhere and they're going to go by boat, because Neverwinter is a port, right? So you just out of Neverwinter, and because it's a lot faster to send 300 people by boat to Luskan than it is to walk, right? Like
yes, all right,
or even like somewhere else further north, because there's ports in Icewind Dale. Mm-hmm. So
no, I agree with his logistical path. So should we fly to your main base or to Neverwinter? What would
no, that's not how that. No. We'll meet you in Neverwinter if. Okay. All right. We'll drop a contract, and
let's do that right now.
It'll take us a little bit, to get organized, but we'll meet you in Neverwinter in 5 days.
Can we make it 5 days with their
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah,
you can totally do it.
Yeah. Assuming we don't get lost in an ice
you can go to Baldur's Gate, and then up to you're fine.
Could go to Baldur's Gate and get stuff.
You could go to Baldur's Gate, you could go to Waterdeep, you could go to Neverwinter.
I don't know if we'll be able to afford stuff after this, but we'll see.
So mark off a total of 250 gold for 25 platinum or whatever.
All right,
and then
I actually have 249 gold. I don't mind dropping all of it. I mean, I know we have more than that.
No, so why don't you put? Okay, so you've got how much?
Wait. Is this the half right now, or is this the full amount that we're talking?
It's 250 right now.
I have 250.
You have 33. Okay. So you give 10. I give 10. Derelith pays. Yeah, so we give him 300 up front.
All right, done.
Yeah. Let's do that. I don't mind being generous.
Buy platinum.
How did you guys end up with platinum?
We all have platinum, including you.
I must have used it.
Like, keep in mind, most people make like a gold in like a year, right?
Yeah, I know.
So like the 100 like camp followers, they might cost like 20 gold a year.
Yeah. No,
Right?
I know it's a lot of money. I know like dropping a gold like on rooms was like a huge deal, so I get that.
Yeah.
All right.
Should have bought a wagon.
No,
You have a fucking
security here.
I'm just joking.
All right. It's
Flag
11.
him with the wagon.
It is.
So
We're right at 11. Yeah.
Get out of flagging.
right. We have, in principle, an army. That's pretty cool. That's nice.
Hey, that was our only goal this episode.
If Harcroft wants to play the scenario where Captain Griff murders all the goblins, we should talk about that. Doing that next week.
Please join us, Harcroft.
No.
Fine.
This will be here.
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well. Have a
See you
good
next
night.
time.
guys.
Yeah,
D&D.
see you. Bye.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
It's over.